we back? Are we back? Are we back? Let me know in the comments. Apologies, people. Apologies, people. I had to shut that one off. Had no sound. It all went a bit Pete Tong. Why is that not working? Come on. No, that's the wrong one. Apologies, people. I'm flapping now. Flapping. Right, we're in. We're in. Okay, good. Apologies. Yeah. For all of a sudden, for some reason, Streamlabs decided not to give me sound, so I've had to bypass all the intros and just make sure I've got sound in the lobby as I fired up. So, what should we do now? Right, let's just jump straight into it. So you've missed the We Are Driven intro, or you might have seen it on the first little bit. But the We Are Driven team still pushing Archer's Journey, still pushing Bradley Lara Foundation. Please get yourself over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archer's Journey. Donate on there, please, if you can. And then sign up with We Are Driven, if you please. Tonight, round 3 of Team Oliver Racing's Gr3 League. Tonight we're live from Nurburgring GP. 2 races. Yeah, round 3. It'll be an interesting race tonight, I think. It's all getting a bit close up front. Well, like I say, we're only into round 3, so few rounds left to go yet before the end of the season. Quick shout out to this channel sponsor. Check that out, people. Woody's Wondrous Chilies. Right, go check it out. Yes, who's that? Baz. Yes, Baz. Check out Woody's Wondrous Chilies, Baz. Right, over there on Facebook and probably Instagram and some other stuff as well. Some really, really nice handmade, hand brewed, hand bottled chili sauce. All right. Damn is about all I can say for it. Right, I've got to be quick because I'm already late as it is due to streams not playing games. So into the scores then. After last week at Tokyo South Inner, LBO Tricks takes the lead. He's got himself 67 points, closely followed by RA Bobby in second with 66. Not too far behind either is Gecko Racer with 61 points. Potter McPot fourth, 48 points. He's got Philo nipping at his heels with 46 points. And again, he's got Ace Killer just nipping away as well, 44 points. I think Phil G's actually got hold of one of Ace Killer's ankles. He's got 43 points, so right there in 7th. Britzberger is in 8th. He's got 36 points alongside Jambu, actually, both on 36 points, so joint 8th. And G Marge, 28 points on board for him in 10th. In 11th, we've got Brinky. He's got himself 28 points. Is that joint with G Marge? Is that joint with G Marge? Yes, it is. Okay, so joint 10th then for Brinky. Fat Pickles Bro in 12th. He's got 24 points. We've got Millerman in 13th with 22 points. Diablo with 16 points for 14th. And ADG sitting in 15th place with just 10 points on the board. Quite a full lobby tonight. In fact, it's one spot missing. So let's get ourselves in this lobby. So all you've been doing is listening to me waffle on. Still got merch available, people. T-shirts and stickers. If you want any of those, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. Let's have a look who's in the room then. Qualifying well underway now. So we've got Potter, we've got Elvio, Millerman, Jambu, Brinky, Bobby, Britzberger, G Marge, Phil G, Ace Killer, Fat Pickles Bro, Diablo, Gecko Racer and Philo. So yes, I think just ADG missing. Let's get ourselves in then. Potter McPot, lobby host. Why do you do that, PlayStation? Why do you make it so people have epileptic fits? When I press the L2 button, make sure the L2 button is pressed down. Right, let's turn some nonsense on. And we can go and have a look at some scores and some driving, see what's going on. So damage on heavy in these lobbies. So it does mean a trip to the pits if you get it all wrong. So Gecko Racer currently sitting on pole position, 153.3 in the Mustang. Doing it again. Britzberger second, he's on a 153.8. Potter McPot in third position, he's got a 154.1. Still Plenty of time left in this qualifying session. It is a 15-minute quali. We're just about 6 minutes in. Ooh, Jambu, I was going to say, was fourth, but he's now just chucked himself into second position with a 1:53.6. Pushes Britsberger and Potter down. Phil G, he's just coming in the pits, but he's got himself fifth on the grid, 1:54.5 so far. Ace Killer just coming up to the line. Oh, there's a slower lap, so probably starting his hot lap this time. 1:54.6 then for Ace Killer, sitting on 6 on the grid. RA Philo 7th with the 1:55.0. Diablo currently 8th on the grid, 1:55.2. Millerman in 9th with a 1:56.0. Fat Pickles Bro, a 1:56.9. G Marge in 11th with a 1:58.7, just coming in the pits. Brinky 12th, 205 is first. His outlap, in fact, was his fastest so far. Got himself 12th over that time. Bobby 13th. Again, 2 slow laps from Bob. Maybe burning some fuel off. And Elvio, I think he's had to sit qualifying out tonight due to being naughty last week. Naughty Philo. No, it's not Naughty Philo. It's Naughty Elvio. Sneaky Philo. Chocolate habaneros, mate. 450,000 on the Scoville scale. Well, I'll tell you now, this will challenge it. This will challenge it. And he brews it all, like I say, he grows his own chilies, he brews his own chili mash, ferments it. It's not a sauce, it is a mash. Corky, evening brother, how you doing? And yes, it is it's astounding stuff. Like I say, all hand brewed, hand bottled. Really good. So yeah, doing the old help a brother out. He's sponsoring the channel, I'm helping him push his chili business. And why not? Gecko Racer still on that pole then. The big American Stang muscle car. Jambu still holding on to that second with that 1:53.6. Again, drivers will be doing in-laps, putting fresh tyres on, burning fuel off. Rules changed a little bit from last season, so although you are allowed to burn fuel off, just stay the hell out of the way is what we really want. We were getting drivers. Yeah, nice and hot, nice and hot. I think the next batch is, what did he say the next batch was going to be? Scotch Bonnet? Was it Scotch Bonnet? Might have been, it might have been. Either way, it's ridiculous. Britsberger still in third, then Potter still fourth, Phil G still fifth. Again, like I say, they might have to do a lap or two just to, they have to do a cool down lap when they finish their hot lap. And obviously they've got to do an out lap when they, before they can start their hot laps if they come in the pits. Philo just going a bit quicker, 6th position, 1:54.6 for him. Pushes Ace Killer down. Burning fuel off, look, sitting there in second gear. Absolute full revs. But then again, needs to stay out of the way of, as it is doing, holding the outside of the corner, look, as Potter goes through. So we have had a new pole sitter, Bobby, 1:53.0 in the M3. Cutting that turn nicely. Again, still burning fuel though, sitting in first gear. A little bit of brake on as well, just to really help things out. Gecko gets pushed down to second then. Jambu third now with that pole sitter from Bob. Yeah, I'm liking the M3 in this league this season. What have we got? Bobby in an M3. We've got Jambu in an M3. Britsberger M3. Potter McPot not in an M3. Great Big Viper. I've got Brinky. He's in the M6 this season. Phil G in the M3. Philo's gone for the Jag. Ace Killer for the Nissan Skyline. Mercedes AMG for Millerman. Diablo's gone for the... oh, Brinky's left the room. He's also gone for the Mercedes. I've got that one wrong. Is this one the AMG and that one's the SLS? I can't remember. Another M3 here for Fat Pickles. G Margin and Mercedes, and LVO Tricks in the Jag, but again having to sit qualifying out. So have we got anyone coming through for a hot lap? Let's find that driver then. Nope, they've just come in the pits. Jambu also coming in the pits. That doesn't help us go for a hot lap. Where's that driver there? Where are you? Where are you? Millerman coming in the pits. Ugh, ruining it. Britzberger. He's staying out. Okay. Let's get ourselves on board with Britzberger then. Across the line. Starts his hot lap. Hopefully Jambu sees him coming and stays out of the way. Hard on the brakes into turn one. Oof, great big dip there you've got to contend with. Through into the Mercedes arena, through the left-hander, over the brow of the hill as well. Just wants to push you out wide over to the right here. Hard on the brakes onto the way out of the Mercedes arena. Plenty of drivers going to run across this section here. You don't pick up a penalty for that one. If you do get four wheels across the rest of the track on the white line, that's you, penalty for sure. Through the left-hander, into the right, down towards the hairpin. Britzberger actually gaining a little bit of a toe off of Jambu here as they head down the hill. Hard on the brakes. Holds it in second gear, tries to keep tight to the apex. A little bit of a wiggle on the way out there for Jambu. Doesn't affect him too much. Up into the S's then. You can keep the power absolutely slammed through there if you get the line right. Hard on the brakes then, down a couple of gears, through the left, into the right, and down the hill towards the kink and the chicane. Again, you'll see people, if they're close enough, go for a move as they run up the hill here to the chicane. Hopefully getting it right and not getting reset to track, which will happen if you get fired off too far. Big curves through there as well to worry about. Oh, Britzberger comes in the pits at the end of that lap. Alright. Nobody wanted to play then. Nice to see the Corvette used again. Surfer, yeah, there you go. Potter's, he's brought it back out. Let's have a look at him. Here it is. The monster. Scott will pit soon to throw another shrimp on the barbie. No, that's got to be like homophobic or something. Someone's got a name for that. Bob then, still holding that top spot, 153.0. We are coming to the end of qualifying, so it is going to be now or never for all of these drivers. So you might see positions change. Gecko still second, Jambu holding that third, Fat Pickles up into fourth, 153.6 then for Fat Pickles right near the end of qualifying. Can he hold on to that place? Britzberger fifth then, 153.7, pushes Potter down all the way to sixth, 153.8. Ace Killer in seventh, 154.1. Phil G 8th, 154.3. Philo, oh, I'll say that, someone's just popped them all. Who was that that's just gone in front of everyone? Britzberger, Fats Pickles, Jambu, no? Oh, was a G Marge just gone quicker? It is, a 154.0. Slots himself into 7th right at the end of qualifying there. Ace Killer gets pushed down to 8th. Phil G 9th, 154.4. Philo on a 154.6. Millerman, he's in 11th. Let's just see what he does when he goes through the timing line. And And Elvio Triggs, after discrepancies, shall we say, last week, has not been allowed to qualify this week. You naughty, naughty boy. Aussie-phobic. Millerman. Oh, he's moved into... okay, looks like Philo's left the race. Yeah, he's back in. Got another driver missing as well. We're down to 12 instead of 13. Oh, Brinky left. Why did Brinky leave? Anyone know why Brinky left? Oh, okay. I'm sure he'll probably return the favour. I know he's not one to hold it down, is Diablo. Okay, Brinky is rejoining. Alright, alright. Yeah, I did wonder what happened to him. So there is pole sitter. Even going quicker, Bob. Bob! Going even quicker. 152.6. I have to rename Bob Sneaky Sneaky Bob instead of Philo. Coming through right at the end there with the fastest lap. No, I don't think Dangly Ball is racing this season. He's not been in any of my lobbies. We did have ADG, but I think he only turned up for one race, and then yeah, we've not seen him again, unfortunately. Who is that trying to take out a set of tyres? Come on. Oh no. G-Marge almost there as well. Minute break. Cool, blimey. There is the Brinkster. I'm glad it wasn't like a rage quit from getting pinned in quali or something. That's it's good. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes to see it. Nobody likes to be a victim of it. It does happen, but qualifying finished. There you go. So Bobby does hold that pole position then. Brinky, you don't need to apologise. There you go, G-Marge. Done it now. Calm down now. So just while we're in this little break in between the qualifying and the race, let me just go back and mention channel sponsor. Channel sponsor. Woody's Wondrous Chilies. Right. He grows it. He bottles it. Ferments it. Everything all himself. And he's sponsoring my channel. Cheers, buddy. Let's get back in this stream. G-Marge, why are you always out of focus? What's going on? M3 popular this season? Like I say, I'm not sure why really. Obviously quite a stable base. Doing quite well. There's a few drivers up front in the M3. There'll be an update halfway through the season and it will get nerfed or something. Well, it's always here, Surfer. It's always here. You know it is. Brinky. He's firing himself into the wall. Where is he? There he is, look. If anyone switched on now, they'd think like everyone had lost their minds and it was just a faff league. It's not. These are actually serious, very good drivers. But obviously I'm not showing them in the best light at the minute. But that's their own fault for misbehaving and acting like children. Apart from Bob, actually. What's going on, Bob? You're a bit quiet recently. Not trying to take drivers out or waste a set of tyres. What's going on, Bob? Your dad's there, isn't he? You've got to behave because your dad's there. Clip you around the head. Settle down, Bob. Jambu's sidekick missing this season. Purcell now racing in the Pro-Ams. So the Pro-Ams will be streamed, but not tonight, unfortunately. We've not been able to get a live commentator, so we've asked D.90 to do it, and he said he will do it, but he can't do it till Fridays. So unfortunately, you have to wait till Fridays for the Pro-Ams. G-Marge! Where are you? You're being childish still. Yeah, there you go. But this is the boring bit, G-Marge, right? What I'm going to challenge you to do next week, in the mid-race break thing, is get a set of fronts looking like that. Yeah, it's dead easy to get a set of rears looking like that. Anybody could do that. Get those fronts like it, and then big up yourself and stuff. Just make sure we've got the live chat on so we're not missing anything. Can be a bit weird like that if you don't set it up quite right. Right, Potter giving the shout then. Everybody ready? Got everyone in the room. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 drivers. Yes. Plethora of cars and drivers tonight. Bob still being very, very conservative. What's going on? Pickles, he's done a set of tyres. He's trying to empty his tank as well. There you go. It's the other one. Empty your tank. Get all 4 tyres red, G-Marge. Britzberger being sensible. G-Marge has finished being a maniac. Still out of focus, G-Marge. What's going on, G-Marge? Why are you the only one out of focus? And yes, I know he's ghosting, but that shouldn't mean he's like as craply drawn as he is. Look, the car in the background just went past us. Better picture. What's going on, G-Marge? You've been drinking? Is that what it is? A bit blurry. Here we go then. Nurburgring GP tonight. Let's see what they can do here. Again, it can be a tricky circuit, this one. A few off-camera-ish turns or very, very flat turns. Fat Pickle's getting the shout out. Come on, G-Marge. Stop getting in the chat. Pay attention to the race, damn it. Oh, it's not the 2-race format. Apologies, people. I thought it was 2 races. It's not. It's the full endurance tonight. 1 hour smash-a-thon. Whoa, we've got cars going sideways all over the place. BMW's sideways off the grid. Is Bob going to be able to hold on to that pole? Jambu's managed to sneak up from second. Bob carries the speed around the outside, though. He should just get the advantage into the Mercedes arena, which he does do, side by side with Jambu. Good drive in between these two. Oh, again, cold tyres. Jambu just sneak through, though, so he takes the top spot for now. Bobby second. Oh, again a little bit pushy with Gecko Racer through the exit of Mercedes Arena. Again, cold tyres. Gecko nearly losing it. Ultimate Pot had a great start. They were up to 4th position. Fat Pickles 5th. Britzberger in 6th. R.A. Philo 7th. Elbio also great start, up into 8th. Ace Killer hot on his tail for 9th. Millerman in 10th. Phil G in 11th, Brinky 12th, G Marge in 13th, Diablo 14th. Not having the best starts then, Diablo. Back up front, Jambu still leads. Into the S's. Jambu over Bob, over Gecko. Potter just 0.6 of a second back. Fat Pickles just 0.8 of a second back as well. Being harassed by Britsberger is Fat Pickles. Oh! Elvio. Not sure if there was contact or whether he just got that all wrong. I won't even let me go to him. Where is he? There he is. Oh. Left the room. Oh, what a shame. Not sure what happened there, but just saw him go piling across the grass. Jambu and Bobby side by side again, vying for this top spot. Bobby does just creep ahead. Now on the inside, Jambu on the outside, but Bobby being threatened by Gecko Racer here. Potter goes for a move as well, thinks about a slide up the inside of Jambu. There's still Jambu over Bob. Gecko Racer 3 wide on the way into the Mercedes arena. BMW over Mustang. Oh, and he's slotting his way through his Gecko Racer in second. He's looking for that top spot. Jambu's not making it easy though, but there he goes. Through goes Gecko Racer, then into top spot. Jambu right there with him, top 6, battling it out, managed to pull a bit of a gap. So it's now Gecko over Jambu, over Bobby, over Potter, over Britsberger, over Fat Pickles. Bit of a gap back to Ace Killer then, 1.7 seconds. He's got Philo for company and Millerman, and there's another little bit of a gap back, only just about a second back to Phil G in 10th. Brinky in 11th. Diablo's managed to get his way back past G Marge, and G Marge now at the back of the pack because unfortunately we've lost Elvio. Gecko then up front. Can he use the power of that great big Mustang to get away from this pair of BMWs and a Corvette behind him? Bob under some pressure as they run up towards the chicane. Out breaks Bob, and Jambu does Potter. Oh, he's got the chicane all wrong. He's almost taken out Jambu. He backs off the power. He allows Jambu and Bob to go back through. Unfortunately, that's going to put him under pressure from Britsberger around this final turn. It brings Fat Pickles there with him as well. Elvio tricks his... Oh. Maybe it's a connection issue then for Elvio. Shame. So Bobby comes back at Potter then. Britsberger still having a go at Potter as well. So we're getting a bit fighty in that second little pack, and all this time Gecko Racer, thank you very much, 3-second lead he's managed to pull already over Jambu. .2. So Jambu, Bobby, Potter all having a battle. It is slowing them down. Britsberger's took right onto the back end of Potter now as well. Fat Pickles has got it wrong somewhere. Ace Killer's managed to get past him, and there's still quite a big gap to 5th place man in front. Ace Killer's actually pulled a bit of time on these boys. Again, that bit of battling these boys are doing is just costing them time. Drivers behind are able to catch up, and the drivers in front are just able to get off. Where's Gecko Racer now? 3.7 seconds. Diablo's left the room. No! What's happening? What's happening? Four seconds then for Gecko. He's taking the mick. Jambu, Bobby, Potter, Britsberger as it was. Ace Killer now the next in line. Again, Fat Pickles trying to hang on to them. Millerman looking to close that gap up as well. He's made his way through the back of the pack. 1.9 seconds to try and close up on that front pack though in front of him. Philo just going wide there. Phil G holding 9th position. Being closed down by Philo in 10th. Brinky in 11th, not that far off. And G Marge still hanging on in there. 1.5 seconds back off Brinky. Gecko Racer is taking the mick in that Mustang. Car needs drug testing afterwards. LVO. Yeah, I thought it was... yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, you went firing off track and then just parked at the side. You weren't ghosting, which kind of tells me that it's a disconnect rather than a rage quit or a, you know, getting fired off track. Yeah, it happens, mate. It happens. It is unfortunate. But yeah, big shout out to the other drivers. Gecko's doing well, obviously. Look, now 5.5 seconds up the road. It's just gone, yeah, I'm having this. Jambu still holding on to that second. He's putting his car in all the right places, stopping the attacks from Bob. Britsberg has actually managed to worm his way past Potter McPot, so Potter gets pushed down to 5th. He's now under threat from Ace Killer. Fat Pickles has managed to close that gap back up. Millerman behind as well, just keeping that gap at about 2 seconds. It has just stretched out a little bit. G 1.7 seconds. Brinky having a go at Philo over the hill on the way into the chicane. Philo holding his line through there, then holds on to 10th. Brinky's going to have to wait for another lap to have a go. Oof, bit of sideways action there from G Marge on the way out of the final turn. Gecko disgusting 6.6 second lead. What's going on? Why is he so quick? He's not making many mistakes. I'm not seeing the car sort of slide sideways or anything like that. Look, still faster sectors, even with worn out mediums. That's probably a good point. I've not looked at tyres. So we've got hards on board for Jambu, hards for Bobby, Britsberger on a set of mediums. Potter's gone for the mediums. Ace Killer's on the mediums. Fat Pickles on the hards, doing alright on that set of hards there, Mr. Pickles. Millerman, he's on a set of mediums. Phil G is on the hards. Hards for Philo, hards for Brinky, and hards for G Marge. So they are allowed to use 3 sets of tyres, 1 set of softs, 1 set of mediums, and 1 set of hards, and that is it. They can come in the pits for repairs and fuel and all that sort of stuff, but they're not allowed tyres before a certain lap. Gecko then, what are you doing? 7.9 second lead. We're only into lap 5, coming into lap 6. 10 minutes in. Jambu still holding that second position. There is that 2nd to 7th train. Jambu, Bobby, Britsberger, Potter, Ace Killer, Fat Pickles. Bobby up the inside of Jambu, who's that's trying to follow him through. Britsberger, and goes through as well. Jambu a little bit slow through there, now under threat from Potter and Ace Killer. So loses that 2nd position into the other M3s. Britsberger now looking for 2nd and gets it. Through he goes on the medium tyre as well, so we'll be able to go through these turns a little bit quicker, a little bit tighter, carry a bit more speed, that sort of thing. So now he's got himself through that pack. Can he now start piling the pressure on Gecko in front? He's now 9.2 seconds up the road. Both 1st and 2nd on the medium tyres. Most drivers behind on the hards, so you may see that gap increase here. Potter thought about having a look at the inside of Jambu. Nowhere to go for him though. is on the hunt for Jambu. Needs to keep himself nice and tight through this left-right combination. Get a good exit through here. Oh, Jambu's left the door wide open. A little bit of contact between Potter and Jambu. Potter backs off the throttle, just gives him the position back, but that just allows Ace Killer to keep his foot in, and he sweeps through to take 4th. Just gets across in front of Jambu. So a little bit unfortunate for Potter. Well, that one Jambu really, you know, Jambu left the door open, Potter stuck his nose up, and they just had a little bit of contact. Just allowed Ace Killer to come through. Fat Pickles now on the back end of Potter. So, not able to get the job done. I thought Potter was in a good position to make a move there. 9.9 seconds already then for 10 seconds for Gecko Racer over Britsberger. Change later on though. Different tyre strategies being played out. So Britsberger on those mediums has not been able to pull a massive gap from Bobby. So Bob's on the hards. Britsberger is on the mediums. Bobby's hanging on in there. He's still only just 0.6 of a second back. There's a little bit of a gap now back to Ace Killer. And he's 1.9 seconds back. The gap in between these two was filled with a Jambu and a Potter. And they've got to slow down a little bit from a little bit of contact, and that's allowed Ace Killer through. So Jambu now 5th, Potter 6th. Fat Pickles in 7th. Millerman losing a bit of time to Fat Pickles, now 2.8 seconds in 8th. Phil G's closed that gap back up. Another M3. Fluorescent camouflage. Brinky in 10th then has managed to make his way past Philo. He's got a second over him as well, so it looks like Philo's made a mistake somewhere. And G Marge still 1.5 seconds back. Again, on those hard tyres as well. He's still got coffee left. Not enough to last him 46.5 minutes, but tyre wear just starting to show on Gecko's mediums then. So 14 minutes Gecko's been on these mediums. We'll see how everyone else can do. There you go, Britsberger on the mediums. Looking a lot better than Gecko's actually. He has been stuck in traffic for a lot of the race. But Bob behind him has managed to keep right in touch here with the hards. Oh, now it's Ace Killer that's got it all wrong. Potter then comes through, 2.7 seconds the gap then between Potter and 3rd place Bobby. So Jambu still tucked right behind Potter. Ace Killer now back in 6th position, 0.6 of a second back. Fat Pickles still hanging on in 7th. Phil G still holding on to that 8th. Here's Brinky though. Brinky's making a right stomp through the field. He's on a set of mediums, so that could be the reason why. Trio of grey and yellow German here. Philo, what have you done? Made another mistake somewhere. G Marge has managed to come through, so he's taken, what have he taken? 2.1 seconds out of Philo. Into 11th then for Mr. Marge. Philo now all the way down at the back of the pack. Again, we have lost 2 drivers from this one. Lost Elvio due to connection. Not sure what happened to Diablo. Hopefully it was connection. That that medium tyre wear, not affecting Gecko too much. Still 11.8 second lead, still gaining time on those drivers behind. Britzberger still being harassed by RA Bobby here. Still just half a second between them. Bob doing really well on those hards. Managing just to keep in touch with Britzberger. Then fourth position. He's got a little bit of breathing room behind. 2.7 seconds still between himself and Bob up front. And he is on the medium tyre as well, so he won't be driving as he's not been able to close that gap up on those mediums. Bob has been assisted with a bit of a tow from Britzberger in front. Jambu still holding on to that fifth. Ace Killer right on his tail though. Fat Pickles has closed that gap right up on Ace Killer too. Ace Killer just dropping a little bit of penalty through there. Ooh, gets a bit sideways on the way out. Jambu into the pits he comes then. He's dropping those hards. 18 minutes is enough on those, he said. Bobby also comes into the pit, so he's dropping his hard tyre as well. That takes him out of the fight between himself and Britzberger. So Britzberger now got Potomac Pop behind him, 3.2 seconds. Fastest lines Potter at the minute. He's got to try and close that gap up. It's not working at the minute. He's got a bit more breathing room behind him. That gap now extended to 2.8 seconds back to Ace Killer. Put himself right under pressure now from Fat Pickles. Get ourselves on board with Fat Pickles. Can he make a move here on Ace Killer? Closes up into the hairpin. Oh, has to go a little bit deep there to avoid contact. Oh, Ace Killer gets a bit of a swap on the way out. Keeps it on the black stuff though. Hard's just struggling through those fast S's. So is Fat Pickles in a position to hang on to the back of Ace Killer through this left-right? Maybe have a punt at fourth place here. Not quite close enough, I don't think. At 0.4 of a second back. Not been able to close that up before the chicane. Ace Killer doesn't drop his penalty either, so that doesn't give any help to Fat Pickles. Still staying out on these hard tyres though, these two. Everybody else stayed out as well. Gecko stayed out, Britzberger stayed out, Potter stayed out. Ace Killer and Fat Pickles, who we're on board with, have stayed out. Looks like Phil G stayed out. In fact, Phil G has got himself past LWR Millerman, up into 6th then for Phil. Managed to pick himself up a penalty in the process, but yeah, he's managed to get himself past LWR Millerman by a chunk. Maybe a little mistake, but maybe my Millerman. Now under pressure as Brinky goes through. Not quite, still side by side on the way into the exit of Mercedes Arena. Brinky's got the advantage now though. Through the right-hander. Is he able to keep the power down? Philo's managed to claim a few places back. He's all the way back up into 8th position from 12th. So Brinky's 7th. Oh, Millerman holds on to that 8th. Philo has to take 9th for now. G Marge in 10th. Oh yeah, we've had Bobby in Jambu pit, haven't we? That's why got some position changes. So Bobby comes back out. I bet he'd been doing a bit of fuel saving as well behind Britzberger. I forgot who he was racing against then. So 42 seconds the gap between himself and race leader. Jambu just come out of the pits as well, 4 seconds back from Bob. We'll see when the race leaders decide to pit. Here we go, Gecko Racer in now. End of lap 11. Britzberger, are you going to come in or are you going to attempt a lap or two more? Comes in the pits as well. Pot from third, also in the pits. Ace Killer in the pits. Fat Pickles in the pits. Phil G stays out. Brinky stays out. Millerman stays out. G Marge stays out. Philo comes in the pits now though. Bobby on his out lap. Where is he going to come out? Oh, almost drags it into the sand there, Bob. All sorts of position changes going to happen here as they come in and out of the pits. Let's get ourselves up to race leader at the minute, Phil G. Yet to stop, no tyre wear on those hards at all on that M3. And we thought Chris Cutler was good at saving tyres. Look at this man. Oh yeah, the hards aren't doing too bad to be honest. Expected a bit more on those. Like Millerman's mediums who are screaming at him now. G Marge's hards not looking too bad. Gecko Racer then out on his set of hards. Will regain race lead by the 4 drivers in front coming in the pits. Bobby's actually closed that gap on him, so Gecko Racer's only took on a full tank of fuel with the hard tyre. Bobby, on the other hand, has only stuck 3/4 of a tank in. So he's managed to close that gap down a little bit. He's on the medium tyre this stint as well, so should be running a little bit faster than Gecko. Depending on setup, obviously. So he's managed to take about half of Gecko's lead out with that little bit of strategy there. Might cost him later on. He's managed to jump in front of Britzberger as well. 3.9 second. 4 seconds to gap then. This Killer out on the hards. He's got himself into 8th. Jambu into 9th. He's out on a fresh set of mediums. Potter McPot out on a set of hards in 10th. Fat Pickles in 11th. Philo in 12th. So we've got Millerman, Phil G and Brinky in the pits now. G Marge is still leading this race. He's still out on those hard tyres. He has got Gecko Racer right behind him though. Bobby behind is bringing that gap down 3.6, 3.5 seconds. Gecko being held up maybe a little bit by G Marge in front. Go through here. He does. G Marge just pulls over, allows Gecko to go through. So I think Bob's brought this gap down to about 3 seconds, but we'll see now Gecko's back in front whether he can start stretching that gap out again. Again, he's on the hard tyre versus now closest rival Bob's mediums. So again, he's closing the gap with one G Marge. Gecko's already pulling away from G Marge, so the gap's still at about 3 seconds between Bob and Gecko. Probably going to see G Marge in the pits at the end of this lap. So can Bob make this set of softs last him? Can he not thrash them to death? Get this gap down between himself and Gecko Racer. 2.4 seconds. There it is on screen. Gecko through then. Bobby goes through. Jambu in the background into 3rd position. Britzberger in 4th. Ace Killer in 5th. Potter McPot in 6th. Fat Pickles right behind him for 7th. Philo in 8th. G Marge, is he going to hold on to this 9th, or is G Marge going to get back out? Is Phil G going to get through? Yes, he does. G Marge not been released from the pit box yet. Looks like he is going to end up at the back of the pack again. Phil G then 9th, Brinky in 10th. There is G Marge just coming out of the pits side by side with Millerman. Millerman got the advantage into the Mercedes arena, so Millerman into 11th then, G Marge 12th. Soft tyres on board for G Marge. Millerman on the hard, so should make short work of Millerman here. Let's get ourselves back up front and see what's happening here. So Gecko Racer and Bobby battle down to 2.1 seconds. Bobby's got a little bit of a penalty to lose. Tiny bit of tyre wear showing up on those mediums already. Jambu then 3rd. He's managed to pull a gap from Britzberger. That's up to 1.8 seconds. Ace Killer just 1.9 seconds back as well. And then Potter McPot another 3.2 seconds back. But Fat Pickles all over the back end of Potter. Potter's gone defensive on the way into the chicane. Can they run side by side through here? No, they can't. Oh, Potter's got it a bit squirrely on the way out. Gets through there cleanly. Unfortunately, Fat Pickles has had to put a great big heel full of foot of brake on there. Slowed him down. Created a gap between himself and Potter McPot again. He's under no direct threat at the minute behind. 5.7 seconds back to Philo. Closes up on Potter again into turn 1. So it's medium tyre on board for Fat Pickles. Potter is on the hard tyre in the Corvette. Making them work though, he's definitely making them work. Let's go and see that battle up front. Has Bobby managed to bring that gap right down? Yes, he has. 1.1 seconds between himself and Gecko. Still holding on to that penalty though. Get ourselves on board with a bob. Gap down to a second. Nice and tidy through there for Bob. Gecko's having to back off. His hard tyres just not allowing him to push as hard as he'd like. Gap below a second. Loses a bit of time through the chicane. Gains it back up on the way out though. Another 10th through that final turn. That gap coming down every corner. He's in the slipstream range as well now, so any kind of straight will benefit him. He's got to make his move before he blows his mediums out and then try and make a break from Gecko as well. And then both drivers will be on a set of softs for the last stint. Gap down to 0.6. Bob might be able to make a lunge here for first down into the hairpin. Not quite close enough, I don't think. Won't be carrying as much speed as he wants. Will close up through here though. Will definitely gain a 10th or 2 through the S's. Short shifts for Bob as well. Backs off, tries to lose his penalty. Jambu in third, 6.7 seconds back. Again, medium tyres starting to show their wear now. Blitzberger in fourth, 3.1 back from Jambu. There's Ace Killer in fifth, 3.6 seconds back. Potter McPot in sixth, 3 seconds back. Fat Pickles not able to get past Potter yet, 0.5 of a second back. Philo picking up penalties, 3.8, slowly closing up on Fat Pickles. Not with penalties, won't. Phil G sitting in ninth. He's got pretty big gaps either side of him, 9.7 seconds in front of Philo. And Brinky is another 3.8 seconds back in 10th. G Marge in 11th, just 1.3 seconds back. And then Millerman at the back of the pack now. Ace Killer in the pits. Why are you in the pits, Ace Killer? Out of fuel. Maybe not taking on as much fuel in stint in the first stop. Let's see what tyres he comes out on. It's a set of softs, which I think it is. Oof, they're going to be hurting after 27 minutes. Hurting. Bob and Gecko then, as they were, still 0.8 of a second between them. Good result here for Jambo if he can finish in third. Blitzberger as well, fourth position. He'll be happy with that. Potter McPot in fifth at the minute due to Ace Killer's pit. In sixth and still harassing Potter. Plenty of life left in those mediums as well for Fat Pickles. You could almost shout at Potter through his window, he's that close. Doesn't get the exit he wants out of that right-hander though. Potter just able to gain a little bit of time on him on the run up towards the chicane. Does start getting the toe and the advantage from the slipstream, but not soon enough. Oh, Potter again sideways out of there. Holding on to it well, Potter. Getting that thing sideways out of many of these turns. Just keeping himself in check with Potter again. Most drivers are going to be on the softs. I think it was only G Marge that came out on the softs. Stint 2. Right, on board with Gecko. Managed to make a bit of a break from Bob again. I think Bob's tyres have started to show that tyre wear. Yeah, really hurting front and rear. So 1.3 seconds the gap has extended up to. Jambu's mediums as well starting to show signs of wear. They'll be catching them out every now and then soon. Blitzberger's hard's looking good. Potter McPot's hard's looking good as well. Again, Fat Pickles medium's looking really good at the minute. Philo into 7th. Still got a little bit of a penalty to lose. Again on the medium tyre. Phil G's medium's looking good still. Brinky in 9th, so he was on the mediums. G Marge, yeah, it was G Marge on the softs. Still looking pretty good as well at the minute. Fastest lap of the race so far, 154.3 for G Marge. Putting the pressure on Brinky. Can he get the run on him into the chicane? Brinky's gone defensive. Still, G Marge has to hang on to 10th then. Oof, now, Brinky gets a little bit sideways. G Marge takes advantage, slots one up the inside into the final turn. Who's got the power on the run out? Oh, a bit sideways there for G Marge. Brinky able to just carry that little bit of extra power. But are we going to see G Marge go for a move back into turn 1? We are. Brinky's not making it easy for him though. Carries the speed around the outside. Oh, has to run a little bit deep there. But holds on to it for now, does Brinky. I'll come back and have a look at G Marge in a second. Let's see what's happening here. Gr3 Racer then. Still leading. Gap coming down again. It was 1.2 last time we checked. Bobby has managed to bring that down a little bit. Again, struggling with tyre wear at the minute, Bob, as is Jambu. Let's go M3s then in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 8th. We've got any more? Fuel G's in one. Yeah. Doing well, the M3. Bobby then brings that gap down again, 0.7 of a second, back in the tow. Not able to close that gap up though with those worn out mediums. Gets slightly better exits, but then losing it somewhere else. It's all about that final stint. Most of these drivers are going to be on the soft tyres. Did Ace Killer come back out on? So he's on the soft tyre now already. Came in about 27 minutes. I think really you're looking at about 20 minutes maximum on these. So Ace Killer could be struggling to control this thing by the end of the race. He might nip in for another set of tyres, but doubt he will. See where he ends up when everyone else comes in the pits for their final stop. Bob then keeping Gecko in check. Did really well in stint 1, did Bob. He was hanging on to the top 2 with a set of hard tyres on. I mean, Gecko was just off. Gecko just got off. Had a 10-second lead. Pritzberger managed to get through, chase him down. Not enough though. Bobby managed to hang on to the pair of them. Both drivers in front were on medium tyres and Bob was on the hards. And here he is in 2nd position. Will be in at the end of this lap, or he's going to end up out of fuel. Gr3 Racer still got plenty on board though. Maybe taking on a little bit too much. It depends how long he's running. So that'll put Bobby out on the soft at the end of this lap. Jab will be in at the end of this lap as well. Pritzberger still got a lap or two's fuel on, so we might see him stop out a little bit longer. Potter McPot again has got a little bit of fuel on board. He might run a tiny bit longer. Still under threat from Fat Pickles. He's got plenty of fuel on as well, quarter of a tank for Fat Pickles. Can run a fair few amount of laps still. Philo closing that gap up again on those medium tyres, but he's also going to probably be in at the end of this lap looking at his fuel gauge. Phil G sitting in 8th. Loads of fuel on board for Phil G. See what his strategy is. Brinky then holding 9th, medium tyres. G Marge still looking for a way past on his softs. Marge will have the mediums, I believe, for his final stint. So it's not going to help him out at all. Ace Killer out on his softs. Early stop for Ace Killer came in at about 27 minutes, so those tyres are going to be hurting. Millerman also. So Bobby is in, Jambu is in. Millerman got plenty of fuel on board. Blitzberger comes in as well. Potomac Pot comes in this lap as well. That releases Fat Pickles. Where's he gone? Releases Fat Pickles into second. Again, he's still got just under a quarter of a tank. Medium tyres as well, so they're still running pretty quick. Not that much wear on them, to be honest. Can he make it work in his favour? Again, still got the soft tyre to play with, has Fat Pickles. Phil G comes through then. Again, plenty of fuel on board. Tyre wear not looking too bad. Here comes Bob, though, out on his final set of softs. G Marge follows him through for fifth. Sideways out of turn one. Jambu exits the pits as well. Fresh set of softs. Blitzberger comes out. Fresh set of softs. Ace Killer slots in right behind him and his worn set of softs. Potomac Pot also comes out. Fresh set of soft tyres. Yeah, all coming out about 17-18 minute mark. Philo, a set of softs as well. Millerman and Brinky both in the pits. The boys will all come out with a set of softs on. It'll just be G Marge on the odd tyre at the end, I think. So Gecko yet to take his last stop then. 21.3 seconds currently over Fat Pickles. Fat Pickles yet to take his final stop, as has Phil G. Go then, Gecko in now. Is Fat Pickles going to stay out and do another lap, or is he going to come in now? He's coming in. Where does this put Bobby? Phil G right behind him. Looking to pick up penalties, Bob. Cutting those turns pretty tightly. Through that final turn. Is Gecko going to get released? It does, but can Bobby carry the speed down into turn one? Gecko Racer holds on to it. Both drivers out on the soft tyre. Race to the end here for these two then. Exactly the same fuel on board. Bob's tyres are one lap, or slightly less fuel on Bob. One lap older as well. Phil G still out on those mediums. G Marge is still out on his softs as well, so he's got to come in for his last stint. Blitzberger, 6th position, again waiting for Phil G and G Marge to pit. Ace Killer as well, yeah, there you go, soft tyre already showing a lot of wear on. 15.5 minutes left to race for Ace Killer. 31 laps, is it? Yeah, that works out about right. So we'll see what Ace Killer can do with these soft tyres. Again, he's got Potomac Pot 4.6 seconds behind on a fresh set of softs. Fat Picklesboro right behind him on a fresh set of softs as well. I think they'll be able to close that gap up pretty quickly on Ace Killer. Philo trying to get involved in the action as well. He struggled this race, ended up at the back of the pack. Not sure what happened, but he's squeezed himself up to 10th so far. Millerman out the pits as well, fresh set of softs in 11th, and Brinky, fresh set of softs on board for him. So it is just going to be G Marge on mediums, I think. I forget if you're on mediums. Bobby! What's happened? What did I miss? Bobby has gone and taken the lead of the race. Gecko's not having that though. I'm going to run it around the outside and see what I can do with it. It's going to be tight through here. Side by side, Gecko's going to have the advantage through this first bit, but if Bob can hold his line through, he'll get the advantage on the way out. Oh, still side by side, these two. Gecko gets himself back through. Bob all over the back of him though. They're both drivers on these soft tyres, so nothing in it between them. Gecko goes defensive over to the right hand side, doesn't leave the door open for Bob. Cuts back on the exit, does Bob. Keeps himself right on Gecko's rear bumper through the S's. Bob making his move into the chicane. Again, Gecko has to go defensive. Bob needs a good exit out of here. And gets it. Slots one up the inside through the kink. Is it enough to carry the speed into the chicane? Looks like it's going to be. Cuts across the front of Gecko side by side through the chicane. Bob, you might well pick up a penalty for that. That was a little bit tight. Maybe got away with that one. Slots himself back into first. Now we're going to see Gecko Racer get him back at turn one like we've just seen that last lap. Yes, we are. Can Bob do the old switcheroo? No, he's had to go a little bit off-roading. Oh, he's managed to keep just side by side with Gecko. Closely fought battle here between these two. Still side by side. This is exactly a replay from the lap previous. Under no threat from behind really at the minute. 3 seconds back to Jambu. Again, Bobby being pushed around the outside if he wants to have a go. Closes up again through the S's. Keep my eye on the other fights as well. We've got a big gaggle of drivers all battling it out through the hairpin at the minute. Let's flick back to that. So Gecko leading, and Bobby might have another go into the chicane here. We'll come and have a look back at that in a second. Jambu will want these two in front to fight it out as much as possible so he can close the gap up. Currently sitting third, 3.3 seconds back. Britzberger fourth, 4.3 seconds back. And then we've got, so I think this is where the battle is. It is Ace Killer, Potter McPot and Fat Pickles all vying for 5th, 6th and 7th. Oh, nowhere for Potter to go. He had Fat Pickles one side of him and a Duco in front. Got a little bit of a swap on, did Potter. Oh, side by side with Duco on the exit of the chicane, but a little bit of bumping and a barging. Potter's had to back off of that one. Philo still looking to close up on the back end of these three. Oh, we're going to see Potter. He does. Whoa, he has to go almost off road to make the move on Ace Killer. Is it going to be enough? It does. Gets himself through. Fat Pickles also has a look at Ace Killer. Has he got himself through? Yes, he has. Ace Killer's tyres. Yeah, you see. Absolutely battered at the minute. He's going to struggle to hold Philo off as well. You can see Potter and Fat Pickles already making a little bit of an escape from Ace Killer. Philo just 0.6 of a second back as well. Look at the difference between Philo's tyres and Ace Killer's. See why Ace Killer's struggling to hold position here. So let's get ourselves back up front. Gecko's got himself back in front of this race. Bobby probably had him at the chicane. Was close enough last lap. He's a little bit further back this time, 0.6 of a second. Definitely not close enough this lap. 9 minutes remaining of this race. A little bit squarely out there for Bob. Here comes Jambu, still 3.8 seconds back, unable to close that gap up on Bob. Britzberger still 4.9 back as well from Jambu. Potter McPot, another 9 seconds back. He is under threat here from Fat Pickles. Had to go defensive into the chicane, did Potter. Everyone getting a little bit tail happy through the final turn. Fat Pickles closes up on Potter a little bit, tries to fake him out with a look down the inside. Right there with him, just a quarter of a second in it between Potter and Fat Pickles. Get this position made here, Fat Pickles. He's closed up on the back end of Potter a couple of times, just not been able to get his way past. Potter's made that car as wide as he possibly can. It's already pretty damn wide, but Potter's obviously popped a door open somewhere. Philo lost a bit of time to this fight. He got himself past Ace Killer. But lost a lot of time to that fight in front then. Ace Killer, what's he got behind him? 10.1 seconds back to Phil G. Could still be on here for Phil G to take a position off of Ace Killer. Possibly G Marge as well if you know, Ace Killer's tyres are going to be absolutely shot by the time we come to the final lap. So, Gecko. Oh, Bob, where are you going? That wasn't the line. Yeah, yeah. Naughty Bob. So Gecko then 1.3 second lead he's managed to squeeze out of Bob. Again, Bob's tyres are looking a little bit worse for wear than Gecko's. Possibly the reason, well, apart from the 1 second shortcut penalty that we've just seen him blatantly get. So he's still got to lose that somewhere. Was trying to keep himself in the fight with Gecko in front. That gap between themselves and Jambu has extended though back to 4 seconds. Bob's penalty might help Jambu out. Whether it's enough before the end of the race, I don't know. Still final podium position at the minute for Jambu. Another 4.7 seconds back to Britzberger. Potter McPot not able to close that gap up on Britzberger. Still under pressure from Fat Pickles. Has been for about half of the race, to be honest. Back on board with Fat Pickles, chasing down Potter. Both drivers on soft tyres. Mistakes from either driver out of there. Through the S's, carrying good speed, both drivers. Fat Pickles will want a good exit out of these last 2 turns before the run up towards the chicane. Cleanly through there. Potter gains probably a 10th just on the exit of that left-hander. Maybe not quite close enough for Fat Pickles. If he is close enough, I can assure you Potter's going to go defensive. Yeah, there he goes. All over the back of Potter through the chicane. Oh, sideways. Still carries the speed though. Looking for a way past Potter. Potter makes him go the long way round here. Can he get the switch back on the way out? Carries good speed. He's going to get the position here. Potter goes defensive, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Fat Pickles is just carrying a little bit too much speed. Oh, I don't know. There you go. Potter McPot gets a little bit sideways out of turn 1 himself, but holds on to that 5th. Good bit of driving there from Potter. Car just hanging on to the speed of the BMW with that slipstream. back up front then. 4 minutes remaining. Gecko Racer. Yeah, he's starting to stretch out a little bit more. 3 seconds he's now got over Bob. Yeah, it is Bob's tyres. Jambu is closing up on him. Maybe Bob trying to drive his BMW a little bit too hard to hang on to the back of Gecko. Not a lot of difference between Bob's and Jambu's tyre wear, but enough to be causing Bob some problems. Gap down to 3 seconds between himself and Jambu. Gritzberger fourth, still 4.7 seconds back. Again, his softs is looking pretty good as well. Potter McPot losing a bit of time here, still under threat from Fat Pickles. Looking for any way through at the minute. Still 3.3 seconds off the back of this fight and got a little bit of penalty to lose. Let's just get ourselves on board with Fat Pickles. He was pretty close to Potter. Oh, he backs out. He backs out. Could have made a move for that position here. So Philo trying to close up on these two. Ace Killer. There he is. Phil G in the background. Down to 1.4 seconds here. That tyre wear of Ace Killer is catching him out all over the place. Making him run wide, look. Phil G gap down to 0.7 of a second. Jump on board with Ace Killer. We'll just have a look. Look, yeah, they're screaming out at him, those tyres. Phil G, yeah, can't even get around turn one cleanly without sliding wide. Tail goes a bit happy on the way out. Struggling to hold the apexes through these turns. You can see Phil G just able to take the tighter lines, carry a little bit more speed through. Nothing that Ace Killer can do here with these tyres. See, oh, Driftertron out the turn. Oh, he's gone a little bit sideways. May lose another position here to G Marge if he's not careful. He's only 10.5 seconds back. G Marge struggling himself at the minute, just coming out of the Mercedes arena. Yeah, just catching him out there, Ace Killer. Those tyres absolutely devastated. There he is, just going through that right-hander. So I think most drivers are going to see one more lap through the chicane then for Gecko Racer. Gap back to Bob, 4.4 seconds. He is really struggling. Jambu gets the gap down to 2.7 seconds. One more lap to do it, Jambu. Jambu struggling now, 3.1 seconds, the gap's back up to. This is really the closest battle here, Potter McPot and Fat Pickles. Both drivers struggling to keep these things pointing in a straight line. A little bit of tyre wear on the rear is costing them. Potter holds that inside line, Fat Pickles goes for the switch back up the inside. Has it paid off? Potter's struggling with traction with this big heavy Corvette. Fat Pickles has got himself through to 5th. Can he hold on to it to the end of the race? This is final lap. He's waited a long time. Potter's really struggling here. That gap between these boys and Philo's also come down as well. He's still holding the penalty, but that gap down to 2.4 seconds, not 3.4 seconds. Can Potter hang on to the back end of Fat Pickles up the hill towards the chicane, make a move there? That's going to be his last chance, I think. So Gecko looks like he's got the win here. 5 seconds, 5.1 seconds. Fastest lap of the race as well at the minute. 1:53.5 for Gecko. Up into the chicane for the last time then. Just the final turn to go. There you go. Elvio Tricks back on the money. 31 laps it is. Comes across the line then to take the win in the endurance round 3 here at Nurburgring GP. Bob's decided to go off-roading before going backwards. Takes second. Jambu comes home to take third. He'll be over the moon with that. Britsberger takes 4th position as well. Solid drive there from Britsberger. Fat Pickles does hold on to that 5th. M3s have performed really well here tonight. There it is. 5th place for Fat Pickles then. Potter McPot takes 6th. Philo takes 7th. Phil G takes 8th. Where is Ace Killer? There is Ace Killer. Under threat here from G Marge. Final turn. Can G Marge get it down towards the line? He's not close enough. He's got a swap on the way out anyway. So Ace Killer takes 9th. G Marge takes 10th. Millerman takes 11th. Brinky takes 12th. We lost Diablo and unfortunately we lost LVO Tricks as well. I don't host. It's Potter that hosts. I just do commentary. I don't do hosting and commentary. That's far too much responsibility. I make a hash of this, let alone somebody else's lobbies. Let's not do that. Don't put Smoker in charge of lobbies. It's not a good idea. There you go. Round 3. 1 hour endurance. Done and dusted. Some good racing. Unfortunately, nobody able to touch Gecko really throughout that one. I mean, Bob tried. Had a couple of goes at him. Slotted himself into first, but Gecko just went, well, I'll love you back at the next 3rd corner or something. Which is exactly what happened. And then Bob's tyres just let go a little bit too much and Gecko was just able to pull away. And that was that. Yeah, good result for Jambu. Good result for Britsberger. Not a great night for Ace Killer right at the end there then with all sorts of tyre wear issues. 27 minutes on a set of softs. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean, LVO. I know what you mean. Yeah, 27 minutes on a set of softs, Dukes. You can't do that in these settings, mate. I'll tell you that now from years of experience of watching this lobby. A set of softs will last you about 17 or 18 minutes. 20 minutes at an absolute push, but then yeah, you'll be gripping on for dear life by the end. So that is that for round 3. I am back on Sunday night at 9 o'clock. I'm jumping in and doing the P1 leagues on Sunday. Round 1's been missed because I was only asked the day before and I already had something planned, so that was out the window. So we're starting Sunday this week, round 2. I forget where it's from, but that starts at 9 o'clock on Sunday. Back on Monday at 8:30 for the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup, hosted by the Tanso Racing League. Fat Pickles, no problem. Potter McPot, no problem. And then back at same time, same place next week, 8:30, round 4 of the Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League. There you go. That is the lineup coming up. Again, I've just got to give... Nope, that's the wrong screen. I've got to give a shout out to new channel sponsor, Woody's Wondrous Chilies. Get yourselves over to Facebook. Go click his page. If you like chili sauce... God damn is about all I can say. God damn. You know the scene out of Pulp Fiction? God damn scene. You know the scene. Yeah. It's like that. It's amazing. Blow your face off, but it's amazing. So yes, new sponsor for the channel. Thank you, Woody's Wondrous Chilies. Go hook yourself up with a bottle of that. Hand grown chilies, hand mashed, hand fermented, hand bottled, the whole lot. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's just get back into this one. So yeah, you know the lineup. Sunday night 9 o'clock, Monday night 8:30, and then back next week for next round of this 8:30 on Wednesday. If you want to help my channel out, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Get yourself over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker. Drop a little donation on there if you can. I'd rather you actually got something for your money though, so hit me up at darksmoker at Google Mail, and for the same price as a donation on Buy Me a Coffee, you can get a pair of stickers. £3 a pair, and t-shirts are £22 each. Let me know, dartsmoker@googlemail.com. Other than that, that's it from me. I hope you've liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dartsmoker. I'm out of here.